have two more gubernatorial candidates, and first we welcome Congressman Tim Walz to the stage.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your lives to be here. And I also think it's time to always pause and think that there are literally billions of people around the world who could only dream of doing what you do, and gathering as free people to determine the future for ourselves and our children. And so for that, I'm grateful. I'm Tim Walz. I'm a public school teacher from Mankato, coach. I'm husband to Gwen, and I'm dad to a 17-year-old Hope and an 11-year-old Gus. I spent 24 years wearing the uniform of this nation, and I have the privilege and the honor of being the Democrats' ranking member on the House VA committee, and also the highest ranking enlisted soldier to ever serve in Congress. I'm equally proud that I supervised the high school lunchroom for 20 straight years. Many ways to serve the nation. So I never planned my life or prepared my life to run for Congress. I grew up in a small farming community with my mom still lives on the farm. But after a deployment with my guard unit and the frustrations I had, like so many of you, getting engaged. And my neighbors said, why don't we run for Congress, which we did. We built a grassroots campaign in southern Minnesota. When I hear Ian speak about this, I believe there's been more Democrats in this district than there were down there. We've had 2 in 125 years. But what we looked at is what was impactful for my neighbors' lives. We weren't looking for the center of their politics, we were looking for the center of their lives. And we knew that health care and access to universal health care was important to them. We knew good schools with making sure we kept good quality teachers in that classroom mattered to them. We also knew that we as Democrats, we can talk about working class, we can talk firmly about where we want to be on the collectively right to bargain, but we're not going to leave our brothers and sisters behind. And I ran in 2006 with the idea that who you marry is your damn business. I stood on full marriage equality in a Republican district. I talked about women's having the right to choose, and I have a 100% voting record with Planned Parenthood. And in Congress, I voted for cap and trade because climate change is real and it's an existential threat, and we can address it by creating new jobs. And I'm running for false choices. I'm proud that I get the support of our agricultural producers, and I'm also proud that just like this week, I got a 97% voting record from the League of Conservation Voters. There is one Minnesota. We must end the division. My running mate, Peggy Flanagan, a state legislator and a proud daughter of the White Earth Nation of Ojibwe, believe that everyone should have a seat at the table. And we know what's coming. What's coming in November is a choice about a Minnesota that goes to the corporate interest, a Minnesota that doesn't bring people to the table, a Minnesota that excludes. What we want to do is bring people to the table, and that's exactly what we've done. We bring more resources in an off-year than anyone else. We won 7 of the 8 congressional districts in a straw poll, and these are the unions endorsing us, working people, the IFO, the 49ers, the laborers, the sheet metal workers, the carpenters, the machinists, the Teamsters, IBEW, and be very clear about this. What's coming in November and what we're preparing ourselves for is a very clear choice. Tim Pauletti and the Wall Street grifters are working progressive Minnesotans that want to keep our tradition alive here. Support Peggy and I for this. We will work hard to do that. We can come together to make that happen and make a better Minnesota. So thank you all.